What's it up, baby? You already know it is the big boss hot boss dog K-Po through the door to talk this boxing. So today we're gonna talk about Terence Crawford. We back on his head. That's just what it is. And really, this video not really just on his head. It's just, we just talking. We just talking boxing. We just having a casual conversation before I go in this gym. So the question I have, if Terence Crawford does not ever fight Errol Spence, will this hurt him? Will this hurt his legacy? Is he still a Hall of Fame fighter? Okay. So my answer to that is, truthfully, he will still go to the Hall of Fame, okay? Because of his accomplishment at 140. He became an undisputed champion at 140 pounds. That's what it is. But there will be that asterisk, because they'll say he never fought Errol Spence Jr. He never fought the #1 welterweight at his weight class, the guy who had 3 belts, the guy who continuously tried to make a fight with him and he, refused to offer. You get what I mean? Or, didn't really have that same passion that he had, that Errol Spence had to make this fight. Because Errol Spence has voiced he want to be undisputed. Terence Crawford has never voiced that. I feel like Terence Crawford feels like I've already accomplished that. So, I don't really too much care to do that again. That's how I look at it. Because if Terence Crawford wanted to become undisputed, by any means necessary, he'll show a little bit more effort. I feel like Terence Crawford is like half-heartedly, like 1 foot in, 1 foot out with this fight with Errol Spence. That's just my perspective. I don't feel like he all in. I feel like he like, I listen to y'all, but the right dollar amount would get me, to take this fight. That's how he looking at it. That's how he's viewing the matter. I don't feel like Terence is like, oh yeah, by any means necessary, I'm gonna take this fight, and we gonna fight, and no. Terence is like, man, if they come with the right dollar amount, I sign it. I think Terence is more concerned with just retiring undefeated. That's what I think. I think Terrence's mindset is like, man, as long as I'm undefeated, I don't care. You know what I mean? I don't think he really cares now to fight Errol Spence. Like, I think at first he was like, so-called, yeah, I want to fight Errol. And Errol's like, cool, let me get these belts and then we can fight. With something he said from day one. But now, since Errol has kind of locked in on him, it's more like, I don't really care. You know what I mean? And things are not going his way. I also think that plays a part too. Because if Terence was able to dictate everything, I think this fight would have been made. I'm not going to lie to you. If they said, Terence, we'll give you whatever you want. We'll let you choose the venue. We'll let you choose, the ring. You could walk out last. You could do whatever you want. I think if Terence was able to do that, he would have been signed this fight. Like I told you, he's stubborn. And Terence also is a control freak. He want to be in control of everything. You get what I mean? So his mind is like, man, whatever. I think if they would have gave him control of everything, this fight would have been signed. That's just facts. They gave him control, so hey, it's yours. All right, cool. You got it. It's yours. You could walk out last. We'll give you this dollar amount. You could control everything. This fight would have been made. Now, like I said, I still think he'll be a Hall of Fame fighter, but there will be that asterisk. They're going to be like, well, he never fought. And that's going to be forever in his career. Well, you never fought Errol Spence. And he going to constantly have to explain that. Like, oh, well, the reason why, he going to constantly have to keep explaining that and talking about that. But I do think this will hurt. It'll just be an asterisk. I still think he'll go to the Hall of Fame due to his past accomplishments at other weight classes. Like I said, what he did at 135 and 140 will, help him get, that Hall of Fame status. You know what I mean? That's just what it is. We just got to be truthful. You know what I mean? I still think he'll go. But he going to constantly have to explain the Errol Spence situation. So I think it'd be best for him to just fight Errol Spence. Win, lose, or draw, you know what I'm saying? At least he fought Errol Spence. He fought the #1 welterweight. You know what I mean? If he wins, it'll boost him, you know what I mean? To be like, oh, Terence Crawford really is that dude. If he lose, hey, man, at least you got in there with the #1 welterweight. Terence Crawford is, I think, 35, 36 years old. So he ain't got that much more time in the sport of boxing. You know what I mean? Especially how he fight. I get it if he fought like Floyd Mayweather. But he don't. Terence Crawford like to fight. You know what I mean? He like to fight. Like, he want to fight. You know what I mean? So he ain't got that much time. You can't fighting like that. You can't, you know what I mean? Like, that action-packed style. Even like Errol Spence. Errol Spence, he 33 years old, right? His fighting style, he ain't gonna be able to fight till he 40. You know what I mean? That's just what it is. If Errol Spence, truthfully, if I'm Errol, I might, if after I get this Bud fight, I might even look into retiring. Not gonna lie to you, if I'm Errol Spence. Because Errol Spence been through a lot, man. So after I get this Bud fight, and if I'm Errol Spence, and when I beat Bud, if I beat Bud Crawford, oh yeah, and I become undisputed, man, I'm good now. That's what I look to, but that's a whole nother video. I'm gonna drop a video about that. But the question I have for y'all, if Bud Crawford does not fight Errol Spence Jr., will this hurt his legacy? Y'all let me know what y'all think. Let's go.